Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's Tichel tutorial. I'm so glad you came by. My name is Alya, and today we're going to be doing a really exciting Tichel tutorial. I've got a few little things prepared here up on my chair, some very interesting combinations and some more over here, so I hope you can stick around and watch what we're going to come up with today. So today's Tichel tutorial is going to be all about sashes or half tichels. I've seen them all around a lot, but for those of us who aren't showing our hair, that could be a little bit of an issue. So if I'm talking about something that is really cute, I saw them a lot in Israel, where you get this really beautiful proof of curly hairs or some sort of cute hair design there, and then the only thing that's holding it together is a sash made from a really beautiful bandana or a scarf, a bit like this, and it's just tied, either twisted or tied in the middle or on the side, a bit like I have it here, and that's all it is. So you have this sort of idea happening. That's it. And I got to thinking, how can we pull off such a pretty design without dreads, without curls, without any kind of hair sticking out from the top and creating that beautiful bauble at the top? How do we do it? So I think I have the perfect solution. I'm going to start with my dirty blonde scarf. That's what I'm calling this color, dirty blonde, because it's probably the most similar to a hair color. It's also extremely neutral, and it's got this kind of sort of coffee with milk kind of thing going on about it, café au lait kind of thing going about it. I've got it down really unevenly, so about 2/3 to 1/3. I'm going to start by doing the very thing I just showed. So just bringing it up, even though I've got it all covered, I'm bringing it up. I'm going to create as flat as possible a design around the front. We'll go in the middle for this one, just for an example, for the experiment, and then flattening it out. You don't want it to be boring flat, so kind of ironed down, but not too voluminous. So we'll put it down there, and I'm just going to actually tuck this shorter one underneath the longer one. We'll fix it up in a moment, and then bring the longer tail up and following the same pattern around. So what we end up creating is just a nice flat base, which is still pretty, still interesting, but it's basic. Okay, I've got my hair up pretty high today because I sort of want this to be a bit of a taller look. And I want to show you two different types of scarves which I'm going to use for my sash. One is this beautiful, very fancy Hermes scarf that is very sheer and very pretty, and it's got beautiful oranges, magentas, and sort of a powder blue there through it. It's very pretty. And I'm going to just do exactly what I was showing you before with the black one. You've got it quite tight around the back of the head. It won't hurt because there is fabric between you and the scarf, but you've got to give it that sort of like you're cradling your head, like almost like you're holding your head up with the scarf. And I'm just going to give it a nice tight twist. I might just do it on the side here, so I'm kind of exposing a little bit of the underneath scarf. And then gathering it quite tightly, I'm going to tie it off at the back. So I'm just going to shift it a little bit just because not enough length. And you get this sort of little pony at the back. And look at that, you get the exact same design feature that you would with the hair showing, but you've got it with a tichel. So I'm just going to just bring this down a little so that it's sitting nicely across the back of the head there. And there we are. How pretty is that? And I was going to expose one side, so we can still do that. There we go. For just a point of interest at the front. How cute is that? So that's the front and top, and from the side, and now the other side. So I'm pretty stoked with this one. It's really pretty. It's really simple. It looks like just a tichel look as well, but it still carries all those beautiful fun characteristics of that bandana kind of look. Just taken off that previous beautiful colorful scarf. I'm just taking this triangle again, sheer, again, very pretty. This one's a light, creamy, sort of sandy color with white details and blue. So it's got really very little to do with the neutral color I have on my head, but it'll still work. And being a triangular scarf, I just did have to roll it up into a bandana. You could actually just use a regular bandana as well. That would completely work very well. This one's going to be a little bit lower profile, so a bit of a thinner wrap around the back. So I'm going to use that to my advantage and wrap it a little bit higher. So I'm just exposing that first cross there and that second cross here. So imagine I'm also showing a fringe, for example, and then tying it off at the back, just like before. Now this has two options. Either, of course, you can double knot it and leave it as a pony, so just like that, or go back to a single knot and bring it up for an extra bit of color. Into there, for example. So just a nice little pop of color into otherwise ordinary looking turban. That's the first option. Okay. The second option is, so just be careful not to undo the turban. Alya, this is not going to end well. Okay, the second option is to perhaps have it a little bit looser. So just unrolling it a little bit there. Okay, so it has a little bit of a wider profile now. Spreading it out on the side. Making sure that it comes all the way across. I'm just going to tie it off on the side here. Which is also very cute. And bringing it up, so we're going a bit of a fan, a little bit higher. So you get a bit more coverage there. Fanning it up. And again, you have the option of tying it off, that's fine. At the back. And you can tuck it away as well. So exactly the same thing there. Just like that. How gorgeous. Wow. The thing is, every time you do this, you're going to get a different color combination or different parts of the scarf exposed. So it's really exciting to see the variations you can come up with. So this is a really cute one as well. And if you want to show your hair, this is a really cute one to show your hair with too. Now with this last one, I had a bit of a dilemma of which combination to show you guys. Whether I do the yellow hair with the monochrome sash, or do I do monochrome hair replacement with the bright yellow sash. So if I can, I'll squeeze in both. Because it's worth looking at. So same thing again. I've actually chosen to put the blunt side at the top today. I don't know why. Well, we're going with it. I guess it gives me better ripples this way. I'm not sure. I'm just going with it. And again, the challenge here is because this is now a big bright scarf, getting it down nice and flat and out of the way. So we've got a pretty tall situation going on, but that's fine. Because the idea of this sash is that it's just going to add a point of difference. It's not really there to add height or anything like that, just a design feature. And also in this case anyway, a tail. So I'm just tying it down at the back here, and then I'm going to bring the tail to the front, and then I'm just going to make sure it's tight. Tuck away the tassels so that they're nice and firm inside. And then I'm going to use the opportunity now to spread this top bit out a little bit so that it's just covering a bit more real estate. And get this beautiful tail out of it. You can of course put it up and whatever, but I think this is just so pretty. And this is definitely loud, so this is not for the quiet neutral wearers. This is for the fun, bright summer days maybe, or just for that right outfit. But this is just everything to me. This is just so much fun. The only thing is I hope there's some orange exposed, otherwise it doesn't make sense with this top, but you know, it's cute. It's very cute. Now I am definitely saving best for last. Let's fix that non-slip headband because it is slipping off after 4 tickles. Okay, so I've got a nice flat beginning. I'm not going to fold this one. I'm just going to go for the design straight away, and the reason for that is to get this beautiful folds through the polka dots with that, so I'd rather it be gathered. It's a very thin rayon scarf. Now I've started unevenly because I'm going to go and do a sideways kind of design here, just for something different. And I'm going to leave a little bit of those tassels showing because after all this is a Tichel look that was stolen from a wear that you do with hair. So I think a little bit of texture isn't going to hurt for this design. And then I've got my beautiful loud polka dotted butterflies sitting on the nape, of course, spread out nice and wide. Look at that, so pretty. I'm just going to bring that side kind of design back, so I lost it in the process a little bit. There we go. Ready. I'm so happy with this. This is so cute. So I think I might have forgotten to show you before, but with some of the other ones, but I'm just going to show you the side. That's the top, and then the other side. How awesome, right? And of course you can sort of jiggle it and wiggle it until you get all the colors you want exposed. Like, you know, for example, for me it would be quite important if I'm going to be wearing a bright coral and a bright yellow, I would want those oranges to show. So, you know, I would sit there and play with it until I got a nice representation of the orange butterfly going on. I'm sure there's one somewhere here. There we go. You know, fiddle around with it until you get all the colors you want and things like that. But ladies, wow. Okay, this is just so cute. The other thing I would do for this particular one, just because it's so bulky around the front and I do not have any real hair to speak of, it's down to my tailbone, but it is so thin. Boy. So what I would do though is I would have it tied exactly where there's no fabric. That's where I would have it tied. But instead, I'm just going to froof it up a little bit so that you can't really sort of tell what's going on underneath. And yeah, just get around it that way. A bit like you would maybe froof up a top if you wanted to hide what's underneath that too. You know, that kind of deal. So yeah, this is just, oh, I love this concept. I love this design. But of course, if you're not showing your hair, this is a very good option. The other thing, for those of you who wear a shaitel, a wig, this is a really, really, really cute design to wear out on top of the wig. So if you've got your beautiful hair coming down to the shoulder or to the back a little, and then you've got this coming around, really cute. Or you could even, depending on your wig design, depending on where it sits, you could even have it going around like a headband. So not on top of the hair, but maybe around your actual head, and it comes around. Again, depends on your face shape and the way the wig is designed, but it is completely an option. All right, ladies, I'm so thrilled with today's video concept. I hope that you liked this Tichel idea. I hope you try this Tichel idea. If you're on social media and you pop yourself up with this kind of look, please tag me. I'd love to see how it looks with your scarves out there and how it's all translating onto other face shapes and other complexions and all that sort of thing. So love, love, love to see my, my ideas come into real life. If you do like this video, there are plenty more. Just check out Tichel tutorials. There's a whole catalogue of them. And please do hit like on this video to be notified for future videos. Hit subscribe. That's what you want to do. It's big, it's red, and it's inviting. So go ahead and subscribe. 25 of you have, and I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that you are along for the creative journey. And spread the word. Let others know either on Instagram, which is right there, my Instagram, Facebook, which is connected to my Instagram, or just by sharing this video link. I hope wherever you are around the world, things are looking up, you're staying safe and happy and healthy, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.